How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Altcoin update. Let's get straight to it. So, nice. Okay, so let's zoom out. So, XRP, again, with that sudden spike up with Bitcoin, a lot of altcoins rallied, but again, not, things like, coins XRP didn't rally as hard. Um, but then you also have other coins that are, low market cap that probably move three times as hard. So this was, expected for XRP. So let's see what's going on here. So we have this daily uptrend that was respected. This was a tested origin level. So, there was this hard close and then the perfect candle opening, right? Using the support, right, as support to move up. Here we get this nice spike up here. It blasts right through the untested daily. Looks like it's probably testing one of this region here. So let's mark some origin levels here first. So, that's a tested daily. I like to mark the bodies of the wicks here. I mean, the bodies of the candles. We have this origin level here, right? So again, it wouldn't be here, right? You would go from left to right, stick, see where that origin level is, and this is where that origin level is. And this was already tested numerous times, so if XRP does manage to hold, well, it looks like it's not holding the support anymore. It did hold for this one candle right here. It held right there, but now it's hard closing in the body of the candle, so that's when we would delete that. So, so now working with this daily zone, um, we have this area here, so we'll leave that there, and then we can finally um, adjust this daily downtrend, which was wow, marked way back in November. So imagine like it took so December, January, February, 3 months, just straight distribution. And that's why I always mention, when you see pumps like this, you know, be be mindful. Maybe it's smart to sell a few percent, because it pretty much is back where it was now back in October. Okay, so you don't see these large spikes all the time. So when you do, consider on at least getting your investment back, at minimum. Um, if you're like a long-term holder, right? So we're gonna do here, we're gonna evolve it from here, right? Doesn't make sense. We will from here, and that's where it should be. Okay, you're not going to forcefully forcefully put it here. There's no reason to. It was initially back there, you evolve it, and this is where it should be. Okay, now this is back to my point where, right, we are working with this daily range, and now that we updated the downtrend, now we narrowed it down to even something much less. So now instead of this daily range that we were working with, we updated the downtrend. Now we're working within this daily region here, much smaller, much easier to work with. Right, so this apex isn't until the end of February, beginning of March, which finally ties in with the other altcoins that we've been seeing, right? So, assuming this daily origin level, holds. That's the apex right here. Um, I also wouldn't be surprised if XRP finally has another leg up to retest this macro downtrend. But in my opinion, it's going to take a lot for it to, get past this downtrend, honestly, because you have a weekly here, that's at 70 something cents. But yeah, we shall see how that rolls. TRX, guys, it tests the daily level. Again, these levels has been marked for you guys for the longest, and really it's just up to you when you want to sell, when you want to buy. It's really just mainly up to you. So we're finally seeing a red candle here. There's still 4 hours left of this candle, so it's most likely going to be red. And that's no problem, right? We broke through a weekly, and I mentioned that we're going to target the next weekly, which is what it's doing. But you have to remember, guys, that there are accumulation distribution cycles within the weeklies, right? So on the weekly time frame, you're not going to see anything, right? But on the daily, you're going to have these miscellaneous, daily tested levels. That's still going to be part of the move up, okay? So right now you have Tron and distribution, right? Just like where Bitcoin's going in, right? It's slowly moving sideways right now. Um, And at the moment, the support that I see it most likely holding is against this daily uptrend. If that fails to hold, it's just going to go immediately down to this weekly, and then probably uh, either find accumulation on this weekly because it's a weekly level, or as worst comes to worst, goes back down to this this untested daily against this uptrend. So we'll see how TRX plays out, but it's been in distribution for so I mean in accumulation for so long. Yeah, 2 months or so. Um, that this uptrend was, bound to happen. And it's just crazy, guys. We're really not that far from all-time high, so just be mindful of this weekly here because things can get things can happen pretty fast. Okay, so um, yeah, let's go to Suncoin. Suncoin again. Suncoin moves with TRX, so some very volatile wicks. And why is there very volatile wicks? Is because you know you see these massive downtrends, right? On the weekly time frame, the same trend that brings it down is the same trend that'll bring it up. So the fact that it's retesting the same trends that started to move down and it's retesting those levels is a very good sign. Okay, so it's meaning that it's going to get higher. So as long as Bitcoin continues moving up and as TRX continues to move up, Suncoin will go up. And as you guys can see here, it's pretty clear it is. So um, we have this daily test here once again. On the daily time frame, it's looking to break out of this weekly. Let me just go back to this weekly and see what's going on here. So that's the wick. That's the wick. Okay, so we'll see how this weekly closes. Right? We'll see if it hard closes below it because there's still 4 hours left until this weekly candle close. So I know it's a little bit funky, but we shall see where it where we know what happens. Do we evolve this Do we evolve this? No, we. No, there you go. Yes, we can because we have the daily or confirmation. And I know it's pretty insane how you go from here to here, guys. But trust me, you just evolve it to the next swing high, and that's it. Okay. Um, okay. So we could have actually evolved this for quite some time, because you can see it landed perfectly on that daily resistance we had already here, and then we have the uptrend. So let's go back to the daily and see what we're working with. Okay. So again, we're gonna wait till the weekly close. If on the weekly level it ends up being a hard close below it, then there's going to be another, some sort of accumulation cycle probably back down here against this uptrend. But nonetheless, decent move. It's setting itself up for a much bigger move. I'm pretty certain on that. Track guys, so it's getting really close to this apex again, the end of February, beginning of March. So there was a nice, nice move, but doesn't really move with Bitcoin. As of right now, it did move quite a bit earlier, so that makes sense. As of right now, it's being very suppressed by this downtrend. At the end of February, beginning of March, it'll be a perfect time to release some sort of news, generate some hype, to expedite the move up into hopefully all-time highs, right? So all these levels up here are all tested. So sky's the limits here. Finally, PZP. Right here, we have the daily downtrend. This second point was marked back in November of last year. Finally being respected, guys. It took quite some time. So kind of, you know, um, if you marked it way back here, back in August, you're like, man, Jed, when is that ever going to hit, right? And you can see it took quite some time, 2, 3 months. Um, there's some 4 hour levels here because I believe, just in case anyone wanted to trade it. So we have this resistance, broke out of it. We can delete this. This 4 hour, you can see it hard closed, pretty volatile here under it, but eventually broke out, hit that daily, found the resistance. We can delete this. And then we have a daily that hard close below this. Probably maybe missing some sort of level here, probably on the 1 hour. As you can see, there's really nothing to mark on the 4 hour, so it's probably a 1 hour inside here. But we're going to delete this level here. And then let's go back to the daily because I'm pretty sure, oh no, we don't need to, so we don't evolve this yet, okay? Nothing hard close below above it. So we're going to keep that downtrend here. So it's going to look a little bit wacky here, right? You see some of the here. But it's going to look a little wacky, but we have to be mindful that nothing hard closed above that daily, so we're just going to keep it there. We're going to mark our new 4 hour levels. So let's start off with a downtrend. I like marking the local downtrends first. So here we go. and then mark this from here down, right? There's a local breakout up above, and then we can move this to here. And again, I know this looks crazy, right? Um, but as you can see, it's all pointing out towards the end of this end of this month, beginning of March. So looks like we're going to be seeing some, price action within that region. So here, let's make this blue because this is untested, right? It breaks out, but there's hasn't been a test yet, so we're going to keep this there. Um, right now, it's probably holding some 1 hour inside, like a 1 hour level in here, considering this wick here on this green candle. Um, but generally, what we're looking out for is at least a 4 hour to confirm support, because in my experience, 4 hours, again, it's a very low chance of a 1 hour holding a really large move. Um, it's more like a trading type of a time frame, I would say. So I'm gonna look at the 4 hour right now. So we have this untested here, tested level. So what can we say is that we're really primarily focused on this untested right here. So let's go on the 1 hour. I'm just really curious. Um, okay, perfect. So just like I mentioned, we have that 1 hour level here. I'll mark it for you guys, but in my opinion, I think it's just going to eventually break. Because I'd rather be interested. I'm more interested in untested levels, and untested levels not on the 1 hour, but on the 4 hour. So, however, catching this would have been a nice move up, honestly. But yeah, so that's is what you're working with, guys. We have the 4 hour level here. Now we're working with a 4 hour against a 1 hour. But again, I think that's 1 hour is going to break, and we're just going to maintain hopefully accumulation on this untested level. Um, Let's go back in the daily and see if we can maybe make some new uptrends on the daily time frame. Maybe, maybe. Okay, we'll keep it there. So very, yeah, quite some time. Again, still pointing out to the end of February, beginning of March. So a lot of these downtrends are pointing towards that area. So I'm pretty confident that we'll see some, pretty volatile price action there. Finally, let's go to DXY. Yep, again, so nothing changed. So you have that daily rejection. We'll delete this. And then we have the next apex approaching here. Just gotta be mindful that really, again, just like crypto, the only thing that's holding the DXY up is really this uptrend on kind of the support. I mean, my opinion, right? Once this uptrend breaks, it's just gonna break down right to the next daily. So hopefully that happens. That'll look really good for crypto, and yeah, that'll be here at this apex, which is quarter two, right? So a lot of things are ending in these quarters. It's all psychological, guys. So don't be surprised. So that is the altcoin update. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Make sure you at me, and I'll make sure I get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, guys. Bye.